Since rebuilding the game for WWE 2K22 following a difficult few years, the WWE 2K series has been on a steady comeback. WWE 2K25 seemed to overall impress fans of the series, but after some big deep dives and eye-catching trailers, 2K and Visual Concepts have promised an ambitious entry in the form of WWE 2K26. From fan-requested match types to improved weapon physics, WWE 2K26 seems to be bigger than ever, but does that necessarily mean it's better? Well, after being lucky enough to spend almost 4 hours on the game, these are my first impressions of WWE 2K26, both the good and the not so great. 2K has announced a host of new changes coming to WWE 2K26. We know that this is the biggest roster of any WWE 2K game to date. Over 400 superstars and legends spanning multiple eras are included. You have so many options when it comes to choosing your fighter, it is ridiculous. We also know about the new match types coming to 2K26. 4 in total. You have I Quit, Inferno, Dumpster, and 3 Stages of Hell. I didn't play 3 Stages of Hell, but that's just because it's pretty self-explanatory. You select 3 match types, you fight 3 rounds, but I did play the others. We'll start with Inferno. This might not look graphically impressive. The flames themselves felt more PlayStation 4 than new gen, but the idea works brilliantly. The tension of staying in the ring while the flames grow taller creates an exciting risk-reward mechanic that adds a dose of spectacle. Once it eventually gets too hot to handle, the match ends, and the fire extinguisher at the end is a great touch. It's easily one of the more fun new modes, even though it's not visually groundbreaking. The I Quit match is also a fun surprise. I really wasn't too sure what to expect with this one, but because of a smart minigame, it made it work. Every time you go for a pin or submission, a minigame appears where you have to try and make your opponent say I quit. It's a nice addition that gave the match type a unique rhythm, and it added a touch of tension that kept things interesting late on in a fight. To me, the dumpster match felt lazy, and this is simply because it's just a reskin of the casket match. Instead of sliding your opponent into a casket, you're doing the same thing, but with a dumpster. Definitely more of a nostalgic novelty than a standout addition. WWE 2K26 marks the return of CM Punk to the cover of the game for the first time since WWE 13. It's a big deal, and luckily, his showcase mode does not disappoint. To start off, as a narrator, Punk is fantastic. He adds another level of enthusiasm and enjoyment to the experience, win or lose. The mix of real matches and fantasy warfare challenges is also very enjoyable. It made me want to go back and rewatch some of those legendary fights. After focusing on the Bloodlines dynasty in WWE 2K25, which was a hit in the game's fan base, there were big expectations for CM Punk Showcase, but it's one of the mode's best outings yet. Now, remember I mentioned earlier that it was the smaller additions that I think were more exciting? Well, this is one of them. Some new weapons were introduced for WWE 2K26, including a shopping cart, yes, a shopping cart, and the standout for me, the return of thumbtacks. We have seen thumbtacks before in games like Legends of WrestleMania and SmackDown vs. Raw 2009 as a Wii exclusive, and they're back for WWE 2K26. Stack tables are also a thing. You can now stack tables to make some matches feel even more hardcore than before. Now, I don't know if this was just me though, but I found this really hard to do. This could have just been me being stupid though. And sadly, the shopping cart feels more gimmicky than useful. You can push your opponents around in the cart or knock them down, but that's about it. No damage can really be done. The physics of the shopping cart were also very disappointing. The physics of weapons is always a big talking point for a new WWE 2K release, and this time the overall felt decent, but the shopping cart in particular just didn't work. It is progress, but it's not perfection. Like other sports games I've played, say EA Sports FC, let's be honest, this is still an annual sports game release. There's no revolutionary gameplay overhaul here, but that's completely fine. The basics of the game are good, so there's no need for drastic changes. The controls are the same, the combat flow is familiar, and the core mechanics haven't changed that much. But the moment-to-moment wrestling still feels solid. If you've enjoyed the past couple of entries, you'll feel right at home. Again, it's the small tweaks that should be impressive. Smoother transitions, better presentation, and improved pre-match sequences. These in particular were really cool. This is where WWE 2K26 really shines. Customization remains one of the strongest aspects of WWE 2K26 as well. Whether you're creating arenas, entrances, or full factions, the creative suite is as deep as ever. I was so invested in getting involved with the gameplay and the showcase mode that I didn't spend too much time in the My Universe mode, but from my limited interaction, it did seem pretty fun. The draft is included in My Universe for WWE 2K26, and the full 400 plus roster is included, so once again, it can be personalized as much as you desire. My Universe benefits from the new spectator mode, letting you watch and book shows in a much more dynamic way. Another one of those small additions that hardcore fans will genuinely appreciate. To put it simply, after 4 hours hands-on, WWE 2K26 feels like a game that knows exactly what it is. The new match types add variety, showcase mode is fantastic, and the small presentation touches go a long way for the die-hard fans, but if you are hoping for something revolutionary, you may walk away thinking the flames in the Inferno match aren't the only thing that could be a little hotter.